Yes, guys, what is up? Welcome back to another transfer targets video. Lots to address today, from the latest on the Harry Kane saga, potential Messi movement, and as well a midfielder that City linked with Zielinski, as well as a few academy players linked with leaving. Much to come today. Leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. We're pushing for 20k subscribers by the end of this year. Also, massive shout out to the sponsors of today's video, One Football. Check them out if you haven't already. The link is at the top of the description. The app is completely free. If you haven't got it, I don't know what you're doing. Download it now. It is the perfect app for all things football. Gives you all the latest and all the latest transfer news. Gives you live updates for the games. Gives you lineup updates the second they come out. The live updates for games come from 160 plus leagues. With the season around the corner, it's an app that's absolutely essential in my opinion. And with Transfer Window here, you can get loads of different articles all the time on all the different transfer stories surrounding Man City, or if Man City is not your club, whoever your club is, you can press favourite for them and your favourite national team, and you get all the latest info on both of them. And like I said, if you haven't already, download the app. It's at the top of the description and it is completely free, so go and download it. And yeah, let's get on into the video. We will start then today with the latest on that man, Harry Kane. There really hasn't been too much development, to be honest, since the last video, but I feel like we're going to keep going over this until the deal is done or it's completely off. Yesterday, he spoke about the excitement of the new manager coming in, Nuno. That was announced very recently. Obviously, he's going to be speaking about this kind of thing. He's still a Tottenham player, so he's still going to speak about being excited about the new manager. He also said he looks forward to speaking with the new, I don't know what he is, but high board executive, Patricia, who's coming from, I think it's Juventus, who said he's looking forward to speaking with Harry Kane. Kane said he's looking forward to speaking with him, and he's sure he will do after the Euro. So obviously Tottenham maintaining the fact that they are still very confident and firm on the fact that they are not looking to sell Kane this summer. Kane will be a Tottenham player at the start of the new season and at the end of the new season, is what they're saying. Obviously, offers may affect that, and obviously they're going to come out and say that. Supposedly, the relationship between him and Levy is completely broken after the transfer request went in from Harry Kane. And yeah, like before, this will develop all after the Euros. I don't really want to speak about this much more. I'm again putting it in the white to light blue sort of marker. No real movement on that in the last week. Next, move on to City youngster Filip Stafanovic. This one is an out potential. He's close to agreeing a loan move to Genoa, apparently, in the Serie. Contacts are underway between the two clubs. For those of you who don't know who Filip Stafanovic is, he's a young 18-year-old winger signed for 7.5 million last summer from Partizan. He was immediately loaned back to Partizan Belgrade last summer, where he spent the whole season. It wouldn't shock me whatsoever if we do not see Filip Stafanovic ever play for Manchester City. He's probably just one of them CFG signings that we see go out and loan a few times. Then in a few years, we'll make 10 or 15 million from him, and it'll all be great. Good business, make double the money we spent, and life is good. I'm putting this one in light blue to white. I'm pretty confident he'll go. I don't know if we touch no, it could easily be to a Girona or someone, but I'm pretty confident we'll see him go out on loan this year. There's definitely no way he'll be part of the first team, but maybe he'll be part of the EDS who fails to go out on loan. Next up, this is probably the biggest one of the week in terms of sort of realisticness and likelihood. It's Benjamin Mendy. Since his £50 million move in the summer of 2017, it's been downhill for Benjamin Mendy. Injury after injury stopped him from developing any kind of form in the sky blue City shirt. He's had a few glimpses of brilliance, especially at the start before his injury at Crystal Palace. But yeah, it's just not gone well for him. Arguably the worst signing of the Sheikh Mansour era when it comes to pound for pound. He's slow, he's chunky, he's slow at moving. He's just not made for it. In my opinion, he needs to go this summer. I said in my transfer video at the start of the transfer window that in my opinion, he needs to go. Even if it's on a free, just get him off the wage bill, free up the wages, and get him gone, accept that and cut our losses. Supposedly, Inter Milan are the ones that are weighing up a move for the French left back. And they supposedly, yeah, they are interested in him. Apparently, who knows? He's out of favour with Pep, so if the right offer comes in, City will be letting him go, as they should do. In my opinion, any offer, and I'd accept it. I think you've got to accept that with someone of his wages and his injury risk, that he's probably not going to be able to generate much revenue in terms of sale price. Although it wouldn't surprise me if he can get himself fit in Inter Milan. Who knows? Maybe he could do well. I mean, without Antonio Conte, probably not. Although they've got Inzaghi. Who knows? Maybe he might succeed there if he goes. I don't see it personally, simply because of his injury risk. Like I said, it would be great if we could get Ben Mendy off the wage bill. I think this one definitely could happen. I don't think it's too likely though. I'm putting this sort of halfway between dark blue and light blue. Next up, we are here again, Lionel Messi, the saga of the summer last year alongside Koulibaly. There was a lot of sagas going on last summer, and none of them really happened until Diaz came in the sort of last few weeks of the transfer window. But yeah, Messi, it's come about again. Look much less likely than it was last year. Last year it was looking pretty, pretty reliable and pretty realistic that Messi could become a Manchester City player. This summer, really chances aren't that much, but there is a bit to talk about, and so I am going to address this today. It is out the blue, and like I said, it's very unlikely. He's been out of contract with Barca since the 1st of July. The talk is he's definitely signing on. He's got a verbal agreement with Laporta, and he wants to sign on and stay with Barcelona for a further 1 or 2 years before moving on to America after this contract. The only reason he's not signed so far though is technicalities. Barcelona's wage bill means that he can't sign on for another year. La Liga won't let him because they've got a wage cap. As it stands right now, Depay, Aguero, Garcia and Emerson, all new signings for Barcelona this summer on free contracts, are all unable to be registered due to Barca's wage bill disaster right now. They're looking to offload a few players. They're looking to sell Griezmann off this summer. They're looking to try and release him Titi, but he's refusing to rescind his contract. They're looking to get rid of Pjanic. They're looking to get rid of a few different players, maybe some of their older players that have been there through the good generation, the Jordi Albas, the PKs, the Sergio Busquets. Some of them may have to leave as well in order to generate the wage revenue to allow them to sign Messi on and to sign these new players on, because right now their wage bill is an absolute mess. According to Mundo Deportivo, City are keeping a close eye on Messi, as you'd expect, but they're not going to be proactive on it. They're only going to make a move if it's clear that Messi won't be signing on, which is what we should be doing really. I've got zero expectation for this to happen, but if Barca don't fix themselves, who knows, maybe we might see a scenario where Messi does come to City. I'm really not confident in this stat. This is going right on the edge of dark blue. This is nearly not even on the transfer target. The next player on the list of transfer targets is another exit. It's Morgan Rogers, the young City left winger. Crystal Palace supposedly in talks to sign Morgan Rogers this summer. He was signed from West Brom in the summer of 2019 for £4 million. Went on loan to Lincoln last summer, had a good season there. He's a left winger, as I said, he's got decent potential. But again, like Philip Stafanovic, would not surprise me if we never see Morgan Rogers feature for Manchester City. City apparently wants £7 million and a sell-on clause, according to Mailsport, which sounds about right to me. £7 million, that's almost doubling your money. And then a sell-on clause. If he goes into something decent, you'll get decent money for him. This one I'm completely clueless on. I'm going to put it between dark blue and light blue. It might happen, it might not. I don't really know what to expect. Palace do need players, though. They've got very few registered players due to losing a lot of their players by contracts this summer. So who knows? Maybe there's a bit of reliability in it. But yeah, like I said, I don't know. The final player I'm going to be addressing today is Zielinski. This one, again, very, very unlikely. The Napoli midfielder was linked with City this week. Apparently, City are the most insistent on the player. I don't know what this means, to be honest. He plays in a position that I do think we do need to address, that defensive midfield role, although I think it's unlikely that we do address this role. I said in my transfer target video, again, linked to it. It would have been linked at the top on the I button at some point in this video. But yeah, I don't see us addressing it this summer. I'd like Zakaria, but in my opinion, Zielinski's almost no chance of happening, especially with Lavia being promoted to the first team. I just can't see us signing a defensive midfielder this summer. I think Jack Grealish at left back and a striker are far more prioritised this summer. At 27 years old, we've got a dreadful relationship with Napoli. For me, this is even more unlikely than Lionel Messi. This is going outside the transfer targets. It's just staying where it is. I'm not involved in removing him on the transfer targets. This is complete paper talk to me. I cannot see this happening. And so, yeah, I don't think this is happening. But yeah, leave your thoughts on that in the comments down below. Anyway, that is all for me today. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like and subscribe, like I said at the start of the video. And turn the notification bell on if you haven't already. Leave in the comments if you think any of these transfers can happen, bar Kane obviously. What do you think about the Messi situation? And also make sure to download OneFootball, like I said, the link is at the top of the description. Massive shout out to them for sponsoring today's video. Anyway, that is all for me today, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.